Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I think it's about time that we talk about GameStop. GameStop stock is up today by 1.59%, and in the after hours just now we're seeing further rises in the stock. Now a lot of you guys will obviously know why this is. If you don't, we're going to get to this in a second. Regardless, I'll be sharing my thoughts and opinions on everything that we are seeing today. If you do like these short, no-nonsense videos, please do help me out by leaving a like on it and subscribing. As always, remember this is not financial advice. And now I've said all of the good stuff, we might as well jump straight into the video. So yeah, going straight on with this one today, relatively flat but actually up by 1.5%. The past week now green. We can see that from the lows of the week to the highs where we are at now, up 5%. The past month not looking too bad either. So the question then becomes, where are we going from here and what is the latest? Now you may know, but this is news which is literally just coming out in the last few minutes. This is in relation to the second quarter overview for GameStop. Now I'm not really going to read the whole thing out, you guys can do this obviously in detail in your spare time. But some of the most crucial things to cover here is that GameStop appears to be doing relatively well, and we'll obviously look over all of this sort of good stuff. So what are we seeing here? We are seeing net sales being 972 million compared to 798 million in the previous year's second quarter. Sales, general and administrative expenses were 218 million compared to 270 in the prior year's second quarter. Operating income 66.4 million compared to an operating loss of 22 million in the prior year. Excluding impairment, in other terms, operating income was 64 million for the year compared to a loss of 31.6 million in the prior year. Net income was 168.6 for this period compared to 14 for last year. Excluding impairment, unrealized gains on digital assets, net income was 138.3 million compared to 5 million last year. Cash or cash equivalents and securities 8.7 billion for the second quarter compared to less than half of that, 4.2 at the close last year. Bitcoin holdings were valued at 528.6 million. Now, I'm just going to leave it there. And a lot of the articles simply highlight what's going on, right? Mega turnaround for GameStop. Very, very impressive. Very impressive what we're seeing here. I think this is a very good and very strong sign of strength here. And I think this could mirror itself into things going forwards for the stock in perhaps the next couple of days. So there's that. There is, of course, and I think really that's the main bit of news that we want to be touching on here. I think that is going to be more influential than basically anything else, right? We can look at technical levels, and yes, we will. You can see very clearly now we are coming up to a key technical level. Difficulty on this stock has previously been breaking above, we're going to call it $23, especially into the $24 range. A lot of difficulty in this period historically. We're seeing this difficulty now to a degree. We are seeing this difficulty recently back on the 2nd. We are seeing this difficulty all throughout this period in June and going even further back into, what's this? Well, it's early June, right? All throughout this period, we see the same issues just popping up time and time again, which is difficulty breaking above this price range. However, now we've seen this push up, we are potentially going to see this one gap up even more tomorrow at open. I think that's more than likely at this stage, in my opinion at least. And that would be a mega result for this stock. I think things are looking very impressive. And again, if I was to give a push to the upside, we're simply looking tomorrow to get into the $24 range. That would be ideal. And simply remain above there, right? Getting above there for a few seconds is not good enough. We need to remain above $24. If we see that, if we see a push to those levels, things are, in my opinion, very impressive. But again, time will tell whether that actually holds up. I think there is a potential though. If you enjoyed this video, again, make sure to give it a like, and I will make more videos on this stock. It would help me out a lot as well. It lets me know what you guys want to see. Thank you for watching the video. Again, I'll see you again.